Happy Wednesday, January 13th, and it's just after noon. Many of you know that for all of 2020, on Wednesdays at noon, many of us would pause and spend the hour in prayer, center of the week, center of the day, just as a symbol of wanting to make prayer central to all else that we do. In 2021, I hope to walk during this Wednesday noon hour as often as possible. Thanks for being on the journey. It's 47 degrees and mostly sunny. Amazing, because just 12 hours ago, in the middle of the night, it was 57 degrees, pouring down rain with 50-mile-an-hour winds, knocking down trees and knocking out power for many, including us. So I'm going to walk through the woods, our wooded trails, as president of the HOA, trying to assess some of the fallen tree damage. Maybe you can see some of what the path looks like. So it'll be a slow pace, stepping over branches and downed trees. And that's perfect, because as we are seeking to walk in the ways of Jesus, one of his ways was a slower pace with his disciples, instructing them, speaking with them, teaching them, but also certainly answering their questions. And just that today, I want us to ask Jesus, as if he were here with us, what question would you ask him? What comes to mind? And then listen, create space for solitude and silence. I believe we have a speaking God who wants to make himself and his will known. It's often us who are not listening or don't know how, not God who has stopped speaking. So just that today, we'll jump back into Exodus chapter 2 tomorrow, Deo Volente. Time for another 2021 steps. Good walk. So thankful for the dry weather. Noticed a number of fallen trees, including the massive one behind me. But one of the questions I was asking, really the first one that came to mind, was how long, O Lord? Maybe a parallel to some of the destruction being seen through the storm, comparing it to the destruction, the pain, the brokenness in our world. So not just how long, O Lord, for the pandemic, although certainly that comes to mind, but how long for all the division, hatred, abuse, oppression in our country and in the world. I believe the Spirit spoke and said, it's been far too long. What are you waiting for? Now I need to ponder and continue to pray and meditate on what that might mean if this is the Spirit's voice. I love it when God speaks. I love the space to at least ask questions and listen. I hope you're experiencing the same. Write down your question and maybe your answer if you have one. Record that, journal that, share in the comments if you're willing. Would you pray with me the Lord's Prayer today? Our Father in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, Jesus, it's been long enough. Give us this day our daily bread. Just enough to do what you've called us to, and forgive us our sin, especially sin of doubt, distrust, and blame. Help us to forgive those who sin against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Glad you're on the journey. Hope to see you tomorrow. Grace and peace to all.